Nigeria's budgeting system fraudulent, Governor OBASEKI. This is not the first time Governor OBASEKI is speaking about federal government's handling of things. He's now raising an alarm again. He's raised an alarm before. We recall last year when he spoke about the issue of printing of Naira by the CBN governor, by CBN. You know, he raised alarm that time that what is going on, printing money will not remove the country from the current mess that it is in. That you can't print money to pay debt. You have to be thinking of ways to generate money, not by printing. We know he was criticized. Buhari's government presidency criticized him for that, although he stood firm, and that was one thing Nigerians commended him for. Again, that wow, if he were to be some governor at that point, you got heated. They would just chicken out. They would change the statement, paraphrase it, rephrase it, and then start to justify and all of that. But Obaseki said, I stand by my claim. You know, he was being commended for that. Yet again, Obaseki is raising an alarm that Nigeria's budgeting system is fraudulent. It's not only the budgeting system that is fraudulent. We know the constitution itself is fraudulent. APC as a ruling party, they failed the country. They brought so much pain and so much hardship. Obaseki is speaking again. We know he's speaking from his wealth of expertise regarding budgeting as well, and also as a governor. We'll bring you all of the details in a moment, but before we do, guys, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, click on the like button, and if it's your first time, you're very, very welcome. Please hit on the subscribe button. God bless you. Now to the news. Governor Godwin Obaseki of Edo State on Monday faulted Nigeria's budgeting process and called for a more transparent and accountable system. Obaseki made a call at a 4-day training organized by the Edo State Ministry of Budget and Economic Planning in collaboration with Open Government Partnership, OGP. The governor said the nation's budgeting process, which is one of the major crises confronting the country, in addition to weak bureaucracy, is practically fraudulent. Our budgeting, I'm sorry to use a very harsh word, is almost fraudulent. Why do I say so? As an entity, whether federal, state, or local government, you know how much you can earn. Assuming you can earn 100 naira in a year with all the evidence right before you, of course, you know it's going to be 100 naira. But by the time you are preparing the budget, you are giving certain agencies envelopes to put this and that in the budget. You will end up putting up a budget of 200 naira and you are only going to receive 100 naira. That is where the fraud begins. By the time you take that document to the house, the various representatives there have various promises they have made to their constituents and the things they want to put in the budget for themselves, and they put and add 50 naira to it. It will now be a budget of 250, and meanwhile you have only 100 naira. From that 100 naira, maybe you have said that 100 naira will be for recurrent expenditures to pay for the running of the government, and 50 naira will be for capital. The recurrent expenditure is the first line charge, Obaseki said. He continued, you have to pay salaries before you do anything. Now you have a budget of 250 and you have increased your recurrent expenditure in that proportional sum. So what happens year in, year out is that the bulk of money in your budget goes to the first line charge. So there's little or nothing left on things that affect the people, including building schools, roads, hospitals, and other infrastructure for the people. The governor added, so, for us in Edo, preparing a citizen's budget is not negotiable. At least for me as a governor, it is non-negotiable. That is why I want more of our DFAs to be here. At the political level, we are doing what we can do to change our politics and make political players realize that when they come out to serve, they are not there to serve themselves. Government is not a business where you make money, it is where you come and serve. David Agu, the resource person for the training program, in his remarks said citizens' output has become a huge resource for policy making and implementation, including the budget. According to him, popular participation, accountability, transparency, simplification, accessibility, and citizens' feedback lead to a people's budget that will enhance service delivery, improve good governance, and bring about development. Ose Momo Omorugbe, Edo State Commissioner for Budget and Economic Planning, on her part, said the event would help chart a new direction for the state's budgeting process. Obaseki has just he has just spelt it out. The budget is fraudulent, and one thing is that all of the budget that is being brought before the Senate, those budgets are fraudulent. Obaseki has just revealed and given a brief explanation of how it works. He's a politician. That is why he's speaking. Probably he's got some inside information how they make up figures, how they add on top and top and top it up, and at the end of the day, the people still get nothing. The people are still left with nothing. After these huge and massive budgets, then they will still end up borrowing. Obaseki has even hammered on the issue of borrowing again. Apart from the printing of Naira that he talked about, he's mentioned borrowings, that our borrowings is going to finish this country. The way we are going with our borrowings, that who borrows and doesn't have a plan to pay back, or where he's going to pay back, or does not think of how he's going to pay back, that is a major problem, our borrowing. So you see where the fraud is and why things are not changing, why we're still getting into more mess. The country is getting into bigger mess by the day. That is why 2023 is very, very important, very significant as well, whoever takes over as the president, because all of this corruption, all of this fraud has to come to an end. Obaseki made mention of something that is key, that government, being in government is not a business. It's not a business that you open that you want to make profit. Okay, I bought and I sell. They don't buy and sell in government. It's service. It's all about service. So if you are meant to do something, you are thinking about the people. It's people-centric. And Obaseki, one thing that even made him win the heart of the people in his own state, he told the people that his government is going to be transparent and open, carry everybody along. Everybody will be carried along. And that is what he's expecting, even from the nation's budgeting. And he's leading by example, that even in their own states, that is what is going to happen, that theirs is going to be transparent. The process is going to be transparent. And he talked about the sort of things that are required. That what is required, according to him, what is required is participation, accountability, transparency, simplification, accessibility, and citizens' feedback. All of this leads to a people's budget that will enhance service delivery and also improve good governance and bring about the much needed development. Well, guys, leave us your take. Thank you once again for staying tuned. Please don't forget to like, share, and to subscribe. Till I come your way again with more updates. Bye.